Sweet cherries suck.
Yo! It's been a long time, folks, since I have been back on the Sweet Cherry Suck game. But guess what? Tonight we're finally back. We're finally back! After a long quarantine. Maybe quarantine ended sooner for some of you. For me, I don't know. I don't even want to say it's ending around now, because I believe it is actually about to spike once more. Not necessarily for the vaccinated, but some of the vaccinated. Some of the vaccinated, maybe. I pray not me. I pray not me. And I pray not you. Welcome back to Sweet Cherry Suck, folks. I'm sorry I didn't put out a new video in May or June. Those were busy months for me, deciding what to do. Because I don't think it's any secret that I was getting unemployment for a little bit throughout quarantine. I'm sorry. I was mooching off the gov. I was mooching off the freaking government. And it was fun for me to do. I don't regret mooching off the government. I'll be very honest with you. They eventually kicked me off. They said, "Pah! You've been on here for a long time. Get off!" They got pissed. They said, "Get off!" They didn't get pissed. But other people got mad at me that I was on unemployment for so long, which I wasn't on it for a long time. But anyway, now getting back into work, so I had to focus on that. I had to focus on getting back into work. I had to focus on figuring out the future, the bit of the future here, okay? I don't know why it is that I like doing these little vlog style posts. I'm not exactly what I would consider to be a life coach, nor would I want to be. But I do like giving off little life experience tips. People love tips. They say, "David, can you give me so many tips? Can you give me so many tips, David? Can you give me all your money?" Oh my, they get down on their fucking hands and knees. They fucking get down on their hands and knees and they beg. They beg me for money and cash. I'm gonna give it to you, despite what you've heard. Oh, I love money. I love it. But listen, I'm gonna give it to you if you figure out my secret password. What do I want to talk about today? What's the topic for the day? I was just gonna chill. I was just gonna talk about what the hell's been going on. We haven't been posting as much. Obviously, quarantine threw us the fuck back a long ways. Cause that's mainly on me. I didn't want to get together with people for the most part. Just everyone and their grandfather was catching the disease, so I wanted to stay back throughout when I get vaccinated, end of May. So I want to stay back until at least that point. And then I thought I was going to get back out and start making content, boom, 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 right away in June. But I hadn't seen anyone in a long time at that point. It had been like 8 months almost since I saw anyone. And so I need to get a little bit of hangout out of my system before I was going to come back to make these videos full throttle. Me, Connor, Reggie, right now we're working on a big project, big Velcro project involving ghosts. So that it's gonna take a while to produce, okay? We got a bunch of new stuff in the works. I have some more stuff that I filmed like independently with long hair. I had a long hair coming down to here and a big grown-up beard. I had a big grown-up beard that I made an awesome flick with. Part 1, I released that on this channel, the David Maybrick channel. Might change the name to SCS, Sweet Cherry Suck, don't know. But I released part 1 on that channel. It's a funny video of me with a horse. Check it out. Part 2, hopefully coming soon. I don't know. Here's what I would recommend. Is unemployment is winding down, so if you're still on that, which I don't know too many people personally that are. Maybe you still are, I don't know. But you should start to once you're vaccinated, look for like a job. You're gonna need a position. I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm sorry to break it to you. You're gonna need a position to survive in this life. To survive in this life. David, I know. You don't have to tell me. I know I need a job, David. You need a job to survive in this life. And that might mean you have to eat. That might mean you have to drink piss and eat shit for a long time. That might mean you have to eat and drink piss and shit for a very, very long time at a position that is gonna pass. It's gonna pass the bills for now. It's gonna suffice you. It's gonna suffice you. What the fuck is the word that I'm looking for? You're gonna be satisfied making bills for now at a job that really, you're gonna be on your hands and knees. You're gonna be looking up piss is what you're gonna be doing, because the job's probably realistically not gonna be great. Although what I would recommend is find something in your field that you want to do. But I think no matter what, if people see that you're around my age, like 25 and under, like you're gonna be doing some, we'll call it bitch work. You're gonna be doing some bitch work, which I don't know why the fuck people call it that, because it's regular fucking work. I mean, yeah, it's work that people don't love to do. Overworked and underpaid. McDonald's, overworked, underpaid. Excuse me. God bless me. Now here's the thing. You're gonna want to get on your hands and knees and drink a bottle of fucking piss. For a while, I've just been like really launched out of my comfort zone. Just kind of like cleaning and like moving and like painting and doing a bunch of weird shit that I wouldn't be doing otherwise. We decided to take quarantine at work, take it as an opportunity to move stuff around, redesign the place, build the place, and of course I was the one who got put on most of that most of that stuff. And I don't mind doing that stuff like for a little while. But once people like see you doing that and that you're like committed doing that and you're like a hard worker and stuff and you come in every day on time, yada yada, it's almost like people just like expect you to like go back to doing like grunt work, is what we'll call it. And luckily I have a job that does not necessarily expect me to be doing that. Maybe they did for a little while. But I feel like at most like places where you make like minimum wage, like any like restaurant or retail place is going to, if they see that you're like good at doing something that isn't necessarily that fun. I made salads for a number of years at a restaurant back in the day, and that was like what I became good at. And they're like, oh, Maybrook's here, and he's gonna make the salads, dude. He's gonna make the salads, dude. He's good on salads. I would recommend that you branch out of the comfort zone a little bit, and so you're not like stuck there. You're not stuck in one position. But obviously at the same time too, like the more shit that you know how to do, the more people are gonna like expect of you, and that they want you to know how to do it, which is why you should find a place that you'll want to work, that you'll like to work, okay? What are you gonna do? Make online videos? OnlyFans? If you can figure out like the fucking Patreon, go ahead and do it. Like that is a fucking wildly successful business right now. A lot of people are doing it. A lot of millennials, a lot of Gen Z is doing that right now. And honestly, I am slightly a little envious, I'll be honest with you. But at the same time, I take things slow and controlled, okay? I require a lot of patience to go into the stuff that I create. And I'm not, I don't know, I feel as though right now I want to take a little bit more time to enjoy to enjoy, if you will. It's right directly after quarantine. I'm going to take the time to enjoy while bringing content to you folks. But going back to eating piss and shit, try, like, you're gonna want to do it. Like, you genuinely, you learn the most by, like, getting out of your comfort zone like that and fucking just, like, doing a bunch of little, like, grunt work that you wouldn't normally ever see yourself, like, doing. Learn how to paint, learn how to do, like, carpentry, learn how to make salads, okay? Like shit like that. Obviously, you're gonna have some places like this for your first time job. Mommy and Daddy, what should my first job be? Can I stock shelves at Kohl's? Can I work at the grocery store? Oh, I want to work at Shaw's. Oh, I want to work at McDonald's. Oh my God, I love McDonald's. I love their McChicken and their spicy McChicken and the fish fillet of fish. Oh my God. I want to work there. I want to have fun, and I want to work there at McDonald's. Give me back the fillet of fish. Don't copyright me for this, YouTube, but I think that commercial is extremely funny. The fillet of fish commercial, and I'm going to be selling folks a fillet of fish. Learn how to do it. Learn how to get any, like, experience. That's what you want to do in a place like that. And listen, when you do finally hit the jackpot, when you nail gold, when you find a job that you like and you think you want to be successful at, find someone that knows, like, what the fuck they're doing in that job and follow them around like a hawk. Like, the second that you find someone that has been, like, in the industry for a while, that has been working in the industry for a while, that, like, really knows what they're doing, like, fucking, like, engineering, technician shit, any of that stuff, like, they have been in the electrical business for a long time. They have been in the plumbing business, carpentry business, restaurant business, whatever it is. Find someone with years of experience, 20 plus if you can, 30 plus if you can, and latch onto that person and follow that person around. Watch what they're doing, have them explain to you exactly what they're doing, and it's gonna be fast, because I feel like after you've, like, I can't speak for it, obviously, I'm 25 years old, but based on, like, what I've seen, if you talk to someone that's, like, 30 plus years old, they're gonna be like, they're gonna be going hyper speed. You gotta be like, slow down, let me watch you. Let me watch what you're doing and explain it. Explain it to me so that I can become a technical lord, a technical god in my field. Just like you. I want to be just like you. And I want to be a technical lord in my field. Ooh. But once you, like, watch them for a number of time, in a certain allotted amount of time, like years, you want to follow them and gain experience of what they are doing so you can do it for years. And then finally, I don't know, you might be able to, well, number one, you might be able to get paid a little bit more. I'll say that. Number two, if you're fancy enough, you might be able to do it kind of on your own. Start videography, for instance, covering weddings, shit like that, concerts, do music videos. You know what you're doing at this point. Do live stream type stuff. I struggle with this, okay? I'm gonna admit it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else to say for this for this ultimate episode of Sweet Cherry Suck. I thought of something else that I wanted to say. One thing that I did learn, like, during quarantine, like, I took a bit of a break from, like, being online. Like, I wasn't posting on Twitter as much. I used to be obsessed with that website. And I think quarantine kind of brought me out of that a little bit. Posting as much. I still like to post every now and again. Or tweet every now and again. But, it's just a lot of fucked up drama on there that, I don't necessarily know if people are handling correctly. I think that, I don't know, like, people are obsessed with creating drama and, like, responding to drama, or, like, people that are they want out of their lives. Get out of my life! People like that. The way to respond to someone like that is not to constantly like call them and like tell them how wrong they were and like want like vengeance against that person. The way to do that is to just like stop communicating with that person and try to get them to like understand what it is that they like did. Like, this is what I keep seeing on Twitter every now and again is like, you know, these people that are they've hurt me so badly, and I that fucking sucks. But here's the thing, is like, if you are a vengeful person and you're like calling that person and telling them what a nightmare horror show they are, rather than just kind of like letting go and letting them like fix themselves and strongly recommending, but you know, whatever it is, like, hey, you need to like fix yourself here. You need to go to a therapist, okay, before I can speak to you again. This sort of thing happens. It sucks, but I don't know, man. Everyone online and during quarantine was just very, very vengeful, and it's not something that has ever personally worked out well for me. Is like being like vengeful against someone. So I don't know. I'm gonna say, watch out for that. A word of advice. You don't have to listen to it, but I recommend it. Okay, it's worked well for me. Stop communication with that person, man, for like a long time until they figure shit out. Or maybe stop communication with that person. I don't know. If that's the unhealthy balance, you gotta do it. But don't try to fucking make like a fucking 12-paragraph essay on social media, man, about then that looks bad for like jobs and shit too. Like, oh, you're always, you know, complaining about stuff. Like you know, Facebook is not necessarily the place for therapy. Therapy is a place for that. Talking with the people that we're talking with, family and stuff like that. So I don't know. Do that, baby. It's the best piece of advice I can give. Don't be vengeful. It's been a while. It's good to be back. David Maybrook out. Peace.